Thank you, Marilyn, for your insightful presentation and your exploration of shifts in corporate governments and systems, and your thinking has provided us with a powerful framework for understanding the complexities, the responsibilities that come with advancing artisanal mining practices. As you've so eloquently outlined, the need for competent corporate governance cannot be overstated. The questions you've raised, particularly around the definition of the child and the true necessity of mined resources, challenge us to rethink our approaches and responsibilities as stakeholders in the mining industry. And your focus on systems thinking is especially pertinent as it reminds us that sustainable solutions require us to fully define and understand the problems we face before attempting to address them. This was very important for me. This perspective aligns perfectly with Women in Mining Africa's mission to foster responsible mining practices by engaging all voices, especially those that are often overlooked, the vulnerable, such as the local communities that you are talking about, the female miners that we've been talking about here, and also paying attention to the voices of the children from the pits across Africa, which it's one of our focuses, Women in Mining Africa. And in light of your presentation, it is clear that a holistic approach, incorporating diverse perspective, robust government is essential if we are to drive a positive social outcome in the mining sector. So I encourage everyone to reflect on these critical issues as we move forward in our discussion after today, and to consider how we can apply these principles in our own roles and organizations as miners, regulators, NGOs, and community representatives that are in the room today. Thank you again, Marilyn, for setting the stage for what promises to be a compelling and impactful discussion that will continue after today. Permit me quickly to state further that systems thinking is important, as you have, Marilyn, touched on this. And this approach is crucial for advancing responsible artisanal mining practices, including the removing of children from mines, particularly in the African context where we have children at hazardous mine sourcing minerals, including gemstones, gold, you name it, by middlemen, and finally supplying the global market. So systems thinking offers a holistic approach that encourages us to view the children challenges within the mining sector, not in isolation, but in interconnected parts of a larger system. And for African leaders, because we have to touch on them, this perspective is very essential in navigating the complexities of mining governance, community engagement, sustainable development, and by adopting systems thinking approach, African leaders can better anticipate the ripple effects of their policies, decisions, and the lack of decisions, ensuring that the benefits of mining are equitably distributed and that the voices of the stakeholders, especially those marginalized, I cannot emphasize this point more, are heard and respected while dealing with investors coming into Africa to source critical materials for development. And in my opinion, Marilyn, the most responsible approach in the sector is to ensure mineral processing in country and nothing else. And as we push forward in advancing responsible mining practices, African leaders must embrace this mindset, recognizing that long-term sustainability requires deep understanding of the intricate relationships within the mining ecosystem. By doing so, our leaders can lead the continent toward a future where mining contributes positively to social, economic, and environment outcomes, and aligning it with the broader goals of sustainable development goals. And incorporating systems thinking into government decisions is not just about solving today's problems, but about creating resilient systems that can adapt, thrive, and face in the face of future challenges that we anticipate. And this will be critical step in ensuring that Africa's vast mineral resources are harnessed in a way that benefits all, especially the most vulnerable populations. So I finally want to thank Dr. Comfort, our Executive Director at Women in Mining Africa, for pushing for this initiative. So thank you, Marilyn, and thank you to everyone as we think about systems thinking. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.